All right, good morning guys. Welcome to another super awesome vlog here. We're rolling up on the person's house right now. We got a few things going on today. The first thing is this gutter. As you can see, the roof is actually underneath where the gutter's supposed to be, so water just you actually see some daylight right there. Water just drains right here, and she's got like this thing to keep it away from the house. And then this rain gutter downspout is all messed up, and then we're doing a few things with the fence in the backyard. So gonna get started here. We got Dan working with us today. Check out his sweet rig. So we're gonna get started here. Hey friends, wanted to chime in really quick and say thank you. Specifically say thank you for last week's video and all the awesome comments that you guys left me on that video. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. A lot of you guys gave me some great constructive criticism. That's how I'm gonna take to view it, and I'm gonna take that criticism and I am going to try and be better. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It is very hard to make YouTube videos exactly the way that everyone wants them. So I would absolutely love your input on this video in the comment section of what you are looking for in these videos. I'm going to this video is going to be a little bit different than the rest because I'm going to attempt a new style. You guys let me know if you like this style or what else you would like. But we are going to get into this job. It's going to be a great job. I'm super excited for it, so let's get back to it. All right, so first things first, this gate post is absolutely shot. This gate was extremely hard to open by the client when I came to do the estimate. I actually had to help her lift up the gate to open it. So first step is we are trying to replace this gate post without having to basically tear down the rest of the fence. She doesn't want a new gate. I don't really think she needs a new gate because there's no dry rot or anything like that on the gate itself. So we are simply just replacing the post for her. It's fairly minimal work that we're doing here, just because she wants to keep costs down. So we are not messing with that fence section right there. We're basically just doing the rotten gate post. And moving it around like this, I thought that there wasn't much concrete in it. But boy, was I wrong. Once I got digging in there, I really found quite a bit of concrete, actually, that took me quite a bit of while to get out. But it was very low down, the concrete was. So just dig with that, and then finally brought out our demo hammer. This is our demo hammer that we got from Harbor Freight. It's actually a great demo hammer. It was considerably cheaper than the ones at Home Depot, so that's why we went with it.
Yeah, I kind of have structured the series.
Okay. And we ultimately figured that if this demo hammer didn't work out, then we would just return it, within the return period. We're way beyond that now, just because this demo hammer has continued to work tirelessly for us, so it is an absolutely great addition to our team. Absolutely love it. And it's just the Bayer one. I don't even remember how much it was exactly, but I think, I don't even, if I told you guys right now how much it would be, I'd probably be fibbing, because I'm not quite sure how much it was exactly, but it was considerably cheaper than the ones at Home Depot. So would highly recommend that if you're looking for a, budget demo hammer. Works really well for busting out anything, really. Busting out concrete, busting out, hard clay, anything like that. We've actually used it to cut holes in concrete sidewalks to put posts in. It works really, really well. Cutting first with, some sort of circular saw, and then, diamond blade, obviously. And then going down with that demo hammer works great. Got it. And here we are again. It's pretty funny watching this again. That garbage man behind me, as you can see, he actually went to dump a recycling bin full of soda cans, and all the soda cans spilled on the street. So he was actually out there for quite a while cleaning them up. Man, for as loose as that post was, there was a lot of concrete. Here's our demo hammer we used from Harbor Freight. It's worked pretty good. And Dan's over here putting some metal fence posts in there to support these broken fence posts, or rotten fence posts. Oh yeah, you're almost done with 3 fence posts and I've only done 1.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so now I'm putting the new post in and basically measuring that for height. I will mark that off and then get it cut to the proper length so that it'll fit in with the old fence there. All right, just level that up and plumb it up, and I think I had to put a outside support on this post just to make it plumb the other direction, but really nothing to it, just kind of attach it back into the old fence there. I really like doing it this way because you're not having to disassemble the whole fence or anything, so super easy just to cut off the old screw or the old nails with a hacksaw or hacksaw. And in this case, I am putting in the concrete dry and then adding water for that as well. All right, we got this post all put in. So those of you who said just to put this in dry, the appropriate mix apparently is 4 pints of water to a 50-pound bag. So that equates to 76 fluid ounces. In American language, that is about 0.6 gallons. But if you do, these are 32 ounces, so you do 2 1/4 of these, you're close. Is that scientific enough for you? All right, looking pretty good. And then Dan's got these 3 fence posts installed over here, so that's looking good. That'll shore up this fence. And then we got a few other things to do. I typically mix my concrete before I put it in, but you know, every once in a while I like to switch things up. And a lot of you guys have been telling me for a while to just put in that concrete dry, which I've done many times over and over. I just thought I would do that for the camera there. So now we are doing the first rain gutter downspout. And one thing that you want to do here is basically just cut to match. So, or Frank would always say, paint to match, cut to fit, paint to match, you know. So we took off the old one and basically we're making the new one just exactly like the old one. Same length, everything like that. So you want to dry fit everything before you screw it all together. That's one of the most important things when you're doing something like this is dry fit before you screw anything together at all. So the first one you saw there, we cut it with a hacksaw. And then the next ones we are cutting with a grinding cutting wheel, and that seemed to work really well. I think that's probably the way to go, especially if you have 2 people. So we're just laying the old one or the new one on top of the old one, and then getting all of our measurements correct, and then seeing if it matches up. And then once we're all said and done with everything, deburred everything like that, we can screw everything together. That is the best way that I've found to do these gutter downspouts is just to, you know, cut them to match. That's the easiest way to do it. And we actually found here that gutter downspout piece was actually not even attached to the gutter. So we have new ones that we are going to fix that here shortly. And then once we get everything fit, we make sure it fits in, you know, where it's supposed to go, and then we can screw everything together with some short self-tapping screws. We just do one on either side of the gutter downspout. Seems to get a really strong connection. And this lady, she's going to be having her house painted here shortly, so she told us not to worry about painting these gutter downspouts. So we are simply just building them and putting them up, and then we're obviously going to put the gutter downspout piece in the gutter before we leave. We're going to do that a little bit later here. Okay, we didn't get enough 90s, so we're gonna do this gutter downspout later. Here's this one. So I'm gonna throw the gate up, and Dan's gonna finish those, and then we're gonna go to lunch and get our 90s. All right, time to put our gate up. So we removed that that support there, and I had a little bit of overhang on that top 2x4, so I'm just going to cut that off real quick, just because the old one was obviously sagging, the old post. So where our post was plumb was not where the fence wanted to be necessarily. So we just moved that a little bit. Not a big deal. And it is sure a big help to have two guys, especially when you're hanging something like this, like a gate, having to match, you know, what was already there. It makes a huge difference to have two guys working together. May not it sometimes be the most cost-effective thing, but it is definitely nice to have someone to give you a hand with something. In this particular job, it was nice to have, you know, one guy doing one job and another guy doing another job. That way you get things done a little bit quicker, and then you have another guy there to help you out, give you a hand if you ever need one, which is pretty nice. So Dan's going to be holding the gate on the other side, and I'm going to be screwing it in from this side, and basically we're just matching it up with the height of the existing fence. So nothing super scientifical here, just kind of get it as straight as you can, screw it in, and make sure the gate works. All right, here's what we got. Looking pretty good. Didn't even have to shave the gate. I thought we'd have to shave the gate, but worked perfect. There's our new post and our gate. We're gonna put a string in here, and we're also gonna put a handle right here, just because a handle makes everything better. Now I just locked myself out. All right, now we just got to finish up these metal fence posts, just so we can head to lunch and then pick up our cable for our gate, and as well as our handle. So basically, these connectors just slide on over. If you guys are looking for where to purchase these metal fence posts and the connectors, they are at Home Depot or Lowe's. The metal fence post connectors, these are actually for 1 7/8 posts, and they're found near the hurricane ties and things like that at Home Depot. So been using these things for years. Love this way of supporting fences. If you haven't seen the video I have on supporting fences like this, I will link that above so you guys can take a look at that. Great video, a huge cost saver to you and your clients, and it really creates some long-lasting fence posts that when people say want to replace the whole fence, they can now use these metal fence posts as the fence posts for their new fence. They are spaced, you know, evenly apart to allow for that. All right, here we are with our metal fence posts. Oh, Dan's got to put the caps on. They're not ready for the reveal yet. They look good. I already gave them crap because usually I put this down so the tag's not showing, but looks beautiful. Dan did a great job. Okay, here we go, Dan. We're ready. Look at that. That's a beautiful cap.
Is that straight?
Looks straight from my house.
Good.
Very nice. All right, so this was a little tricky repair here, fixing that gutter. Basically, we need to pull the gutter out and then lift the shingles up and then push the gutter back into place. So I'm actually down below, pulling the gutter in and pushing the shingles up, while Dan goes and screws the gutter into place into the rafter tails. So this particular job would have been a whole lot harder with only one guy. Having two guys on this particular job helped out a lot. Although I have had gutters like these separate before, and I've been able to do them by myself, they're just not very fun because you got to work from down and up at the same time. So having two guys with this was a lot smoother of a job. But this ultimately was a great fix because it really helped. You know, it'll help this gutter drain correctly next time there is a storm. So worked out really well. And really glad that the client had us repair this because it would have not been good if she had left it the way that it was. So this has been a new style that I tried on this vlog where I've been doing a lot more voiceovers. If you guys like this style, leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you don't like the style, also leave me a comment. I would love your constructive criticism and appreciate each and every one of you that check out these videos. After all, I absolutely love making these videos, and I really want to make great videos that are educational and informative for you guys. So that is my whole mission and my goal. So leave me a comment in the comment section below. All right, here's our final on the gate. We got a nice cable pull string. Latch is good, and then we got a nice handle. So it's a great thing there. There's our new post right there. Here's the 3 posts that Dan installed. Turned out pretty nice. And then here is our second gutter downspout. So that turned out really nice. So check out the basketball court. Pretty cool. And then we have this gutter downspout right here. And then our gutter that we got repaired. See, it's nice up against there now with the shingles hanging over. So big improvement. Before, these shingles were not over the gutter because someone had shoved it back on and tried to fix it, and water was actually coming on the inside of the gutter going down there, and it was actually going into the garage. So quite the improvement here. And then Dan's going through and tightening up the rest of the deals just so this don't happen again. All right, thank you all so much for tuning in. That was some great work. We got we got that gutter fixed, and the biggest thing was that gate. When I first came for the estimate, she was like struggling to open the gate, and I had to help her like lift it up because that gate post was shot. So that's the biggest improvement. When her and her mom came out, they were so excited about that gate opening up nicely, and the added cable and the pole, and it just super nice. So, and then another thing that'll be great during the winter or when it rains is that gutter will work correctly. So because before, water was dripping down because the roofing was actually underneath the gutter, so that it was dripping down right there by the garage, and it was actually working its way into the garage. So it'll be a whole lot better now because the garage won't flood, the gate will open, and the gutter downspouts will work correctly, and the fence won't fall down. So after all, we're handyman, and we get called to fix things. So that's great. That's what I absolutely love about doing this kind of work. So great working with Dan. Great day today. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and like this video. I would love to hear your thoughts on today's project. But anyways, we'll catch you on the next video. Have a great one, guys.